Teachers, be very careful what you tell parents.
Hey everyone, it's Alice from Finslippy, and I want to talk to you today about teachers. My son is in first grade, and we've had the kind of problems you want to have with your kids in school, like he's too smart and too awesome. But it really has struck me this year how much he's benefited from having a great teacher. You hear stories about nightmare teachers.
I think my middle son's kindergarten teacher had me on speed dial. I was hearing all the time about how he wasn't falling into line.
Both of my kids are struggling now that they are in larger, more standardized situations. Actually, we just took my son out of a standardized situation and he's homeschooling now.
She sat me down and she said, in all my 17 years of teaching, your child is the single worst behaved child I have ever taught. I'm like, wow, you just said that out loud. So anyway, I'm a bit sensitive to teachers who are highly critical.
I have utmost respect for teachers. There's a reason I have an only child, and it's because I can only handle one. So what teachers do day in and day out just amazes me. And I'm also the daughter of a teacher. My mom was a teacher. So I have a really healthy respect for teachers.
I am very much in the Karen camp in that I have such a respect for teachers. Unfortunately, by aligning with our teachers, I think that I really abandoned my son in some ways. And that's pretty strong language, but I only discovered recently just how terrified and how afraid he was at school, how much school was really battering something out of him that I didn't understand.
Even though we've got a great teacher and she's really open to suggestions and comments, I always still feel like I'm bugging her. And that's not because of her, that's completely me. You know, I don't want to add to her workload. We had a thing recently where Henry was bored and was complaining bitterly of being bored. And I didn't want to tell her. I was like, well, that seems like a mean thing to say.
I pretty much make it my business to let Alex's teachers know from the very beginning of the school year that, that we're in this together. That in theory, if they're good teachers, obviously, my daughter's well-being is both my priority and their priority. And therefore I view them as an ally.
So I guess I'm wondering what your experiences have been, what we should be on the lookout for with teachers. And teachers out there, what do you guys say? How can parents deal with you, in the best, most productive way?
Join the Momversation at momversation.com.